truly believe this is one of the best places in the world to live. And it is because of all of you who are gathered here and people like Linda. I had the pleasure of meeting Linda quite a few years ago when our children were little. And what a role model she has been to me and to many I know. I'm sure many of you in this room. One only has to hear Linda's cell phone voice message to understand what motivates Linda. And I'm going to get it maybe a little off, but you get what I'm saying. Music and art exalt the spirit. That sets the stage. Born and raised on the East Coast, Linda moved to California when she married Eric. Settling first in Oakland, she worked in her field of child advocacy in Sacramento and in Alameda County. From the time her first son, Kevin, was born, Linda had the privilege to be a full-time mother and continued her work on behalf of children and strong communities as a volunteer, helping to establish the Children and Families Action Network and coordinating East Bay projects for community impact. In 1994, we, the San Ynez Valley, were blessed when the Burrows moved with their two sons, Kevin and Scott, to Solvang, where Linda was able to focus her efforts on working for excellence in education for all children. While she was volunteering in her children's classrooms with truly exceptional educators at Solvang School, and by the way, Linda said that. She said it about those educators. East Coaster Linda noticed that the California schools' offerings in music and arts education were limited or non-existent, and so began a work of passion, combining her great love and respect for the power, compassion, and insights of music and art, and the critical importance for kids to have an exceptional, excellent, broad education, especially in grades K through 8, in order to develop their minds, creativity, imagination, and confidence, and to expand and inform their views and questions of the world. That's lofty. In the fall of 1995, Linda, along with Sue Kroshow, began the Music and Arts Education Committee at Solvang School and the advocacy work for institutionalizing music and arts education as part of every child's education began. Linda worked with the foundation for 16 years. The successful public-private funding and program development model between the Solvang Education Foundation, which is now Solvang Arts and Music Foundation, and the Solvang School District was activated, and the integrated music, visual arts, dance, and drama education curricula still continues, led by the remarkable volunteers of SAM, led by Kristen Thompson and Carrie Padfield, partnering with Dr. Seaford. In '97, and I remember this very well, Linda's youngest son, Liam, was born, and he became a volunteer fixture at Solvang School, riding along in the backpack to help his mother. Many of you probably do remember that sight, the Linda-Liam duo, making children's lives better in around Solvang. Some other favorite jobs that Linda has had over the years: stage manager for the Los Olivos Dance Gallery, AYSO coach, working on writing and performing with kids in the classroom. Linda served on the boards of Solvang Theatre Fest, CAMA, the PCBA Foundation, and has helped establish what was the founding president of Santa Barbara Strings. The last 9 years, we were honored to have Linda serve on the San Ynez Valley Foundation and was the president for 4 years. Linda's sage advice and mentorship has reached many in this county. And thanks to her Herculean efforts to bring music and arts into the school and into the lives of our children, our Valley children have been exposed to the arts in a way that might not have ever been possible. In case you couldn't tell, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present to you the 2017 Woman of the Year, Linda Stafford Burrows.
you hear me? Thank you all very, very much. And thank you, Haley. I appreciate it. Thank you. So, good evening. I am so grateful to the San Ynez Valley Foundation and the San Ynez Valley News for honoring the volunteer work that I have done here. Your recognition of its value means a great deal to me and to those continuing the work. Volunteering infuses one's life with countless lessons, good, bad, unexpected. Dedicating the work of your hands, your heart, and your intellect in service to individuals or organizations, or perhaps to huge, seemingly unrealizable dreams for something better, assures that your time here mattered. Just as Sandra Day O'Connor wrote, "We don't accomplish anything in this world alone. Whatever happens is the result of the whole tapestry, all the weavings of individual threads from one to another that creates something." Gloria Steinem speaks of the healthiest communities being those where equally valued lives are intertwined. Clearly, the only reason I stand before you all this evening is because of the extraordinary efforts of countless other volunteers with shared passions and goals. There's been a team of parent volunteers and professional educators who believe in creating an expanded education of excellence and depth for all children and youth by integrating music and arts education into kids' regular schooling to develop their minds, their confidence, their creativity, and to expand and inform their views of and questions of the world. A small team of volunteer actors who created a community theater not fully realizing the power it would have to transform adults' lives through inviting them to be creative. A team of music advocates determined to nurture young classical musicians. A board of volunteers who take on responsibility for raising funds and focusing neighbors on providing critical funding to nonprofits, improving and strengthening lives in this community every day, and on supporting high school scholars determined to achieve their college degrees so that in their turn, they will make communities and the world better. As so many have said, it takes a village, and to celebrate the amazing people, it's been my incredible privilege to work alongside. I created this list. I have brought them to share with you. And I know there are likely omissions, and I apologize for that. Anyway, it's pages, but I tried to remember as many people as I could over a lot of years. But anyway, I want to share this with all of you because I'm sure they would create a music score just to get me off the stage if I started reading all these names. So, thought I'd spare us all that. But I want, even if either this will bring to mind someone that you knew that they were doing this work, or maybe you learned for the first time of all this that they have done, it's really, I hope that when you see them, you'll thank them too. There are 3 people that I want to thank in particular this evening. To Kevin, Scott, and Liam Burrows. Since the days that you were born, you have been the wondrous joys and the guiding stars of my life. You each grace the world, and I am humbled as you step into your power and your purposes. And to Marianne and Alex, how lovely and extraordinary you both are. And thank you so much for bringing some much needed female energy into these conversations. So, finally, I'd like to challenge all of us to be brave, bold, and clever in working for what you believe is right. To ask why, and why not, more often. To live your life guided by gratitude and compassion. To always be ready to laugh, as that is your soul dancing. Thank you so much.